flank here. They're already coming around the corner. There's the first contact, and there you go. Who better than Shroud for the first blood? Traded out though, and it's looking to be a back and forth. The back with Sense in control. One more to go to 180 on the latest edition as well. Celsius giving the first round for Sentinels on the pistol. And that's where we're leaning for Sentinels. But look at this push from Trent. Just by Sussy. He looks on the top of the net, has the perfect timing, but the jiggle peek from Celsius. The awareness of that player to actually give the advantage for Sentinels.
Receiving and reading the guard right now. The Sentinels have seen 2 pushes, right, already. That B push on second round, as well as elbow that came in late to the second round, and now this. They're expecting guard to be a little bit aggressive. And already fed in a few kills here. Net able to trade one Vans, and looks like they're going to scale back on the Sentinels for the plant with Viper's Pit.
Yeah, Shroud on top of that has the pit to pull that out.
Planted.
Allowing Dapper to get a flank down. Shazam watching that flank, easy kill on that flanker. So Valen now, as he gets spotted earlier on by that taunt, they know that he's playing towards the back of the site. Speaking of Sentinels, so they play a little bit more passively inside that pit. Yeah. Dapper watching the back end. 15 easy round coming in. Oh, okay, never mind. Make it a doable more from Valen. Looks for the second one, but as he tries to clear towards the left side, Shazam came out of nowhere and got that frag. 5 versus 4, so going for a plant. Nice little shock dart onto Tense to do a little bit of chip damage, but still in the end, it's a plant. Close plant situation now for the guard for the retake. Starting things off quite well with a build false kill from Net. Battle onto mid, and Shazam is lurking back, but the retake back towards the site. Shroud is holding towards the angle at the ladder. That's the first kill at Berlin, but it continues to get traded out, and it continues to be a perfect retake for the guard. You're facing against 3 initiators in the front A site. Now the door gets open, a beautiful flash, but it's still Saya player that lands the first kill on the Dapper. Valen answers back onto the A main 2, holding the top. The recon dart comes out, and that's a spike down as well. But we are trading back. It's Shroud and Tense back with a 1-1 of their own. An advantage coming in for the guard as the recon dart comes out, trying to flush out Shroud, bringing out Poison Orb, and is getting sprayed at the same time. Tense goes for a plant.
Wants to reposition. Oh, he gets the frag! Oh my gosh, almost evens it up. It's the operator for Tens, it feels like comfort, it feels like home, and there's one shot onto Net. Vansili, it looks so much better at a 2v1.
Well, now it's Tens, or Trent, should I say, on the clutch. A 2 versus 1 does have the Aldrone to work with. Who better than Trent to try to go for this clutch right here? But the re-lurk is coming back here from Tense on the mid.
Gosh.
Now we have to tap onto that spike, potentially have a double swing. The first peek out, the headshot onto Shroud, but he's still looking back towards the doors. We still have an opportunity here for Tense to move back up. Comes in for the op kill from the mid doors, and that is a 2-on-4-1 by Mike Tyson. Josika would take control of the door, and here's that battle towards the front to swing out from Net, and he connects onto that kill. Another first blood coming in for the guard, but the tag from the Aldrone, the Hunter's Fury to come out, Zelsis trades it back. A 4 versus 4 as Sentinels have taken over the A site, but we're fighting back from under the bridge. Now with 3 versus 2, Shroud and Shazam plant on the right side of the pyramid, and the wall comes up to allow Shazam to take position inside site.
Guards just setting up garrisons here at the end. You saw, like you said, under bridge, there were 3 members just ready to take fights. Beautiful coverage and anchoring of each other here, making it tough for Sentinels. Now Shroud and Shazam standing tall. Will they be able to do it? A Saya player connects with Shazam.
3 versus 1 for Shroud. Nice flash, actually. Not fully blinded by that one, but it's enough to make it a little bit busy for him to watch on his POV.
They're going to be hitting A here, so we'll hold that thought.
Yeah.
0 point comes in to shut down. Yeah, that grabbed a huge handful of members. Still seems like they want to encroach, though. They kind of play against what you think would happen. Oh, we slowed them down. No, they're trying to come in. Saya player reads it. There's the first one and almost 2.
Spike down.
And Trent's back there, too, to fight back against Zelsis. Another headshot onto Dapper. Spike is now down in the front of the A site. Jonah P under attack at the staircase as Trent is down to 18 HP. Beautiful recon dart allowing Jonah P to get that kill, leaving Shroud by his lonesome, and that's Trent with a 3K into the round to end the half, 7-5. Another flash available for Zelsis, goes for that underhand. Comes back through. Fully blinded is going to be Trent, and thankfully he's fully blinded. But that Zelsis still on his own. Connects onto another kill onto Net, but we're swinging through as he's reloading, and that's a perfect pistol round coming in here for the guard.
I don't think we ever saw Sentinels work mid once, so guard here trying to pressure the kill.
Yeah, if anything, it was only a late lurk, but here comes that split in. A couple of flashes coming out on defense, but it's still going to be Shroud trying to hold his ground. Now gets pinged out, but he does get the wall bang onto Jonah P. And a headshot onto Saya player before he gets traded out. A 2 versus 2. Zeus is battling at 35 HP at the staircase of the A site. Spike is now moving in, looking for a plant, and it will be successful now, courtesy of Valen. While Net is rotating all the way back towards cave, the Spike planet for both of these players as we're retreating back towards the cave with the toxic screen about to come down. Oh no!
Peeking!
Peeking! No, I didn't like that. I did not like that at all. Out caught in position, out of position rather, as maybe it was a miscommunication. Valen should have called it out potentially here that the wall was coming down, and Net got caught with his pants down. Thankfully, Valen could play the pulse lineup. ADS onto tens, a 2 versus 1, but it's still going to be Zelsis that answers back. That 13 HP remaining will get the defuse, and that's Sentinels, but an expensive round for them to win.
But they Vipers pit A.
Yeah, to
see how they play off
towards
it.
B. This is where Tens is moving forward. They hurt him, but he still ADS is down. Body shots onto Net. Dapper looking for info with the Prowler towards mid, and they still hear the footsteps. Tens trying to retreat if he can, and could still pull out the Headhunter if anything. The first swing out, but it's still going to be Trent that wins that first duel against the defender on the B side. Slightly open for now. Recon Dart to try to answer back. Also the null command coming out here on the defense from Zelsis, but Trent still drops Shazam. Now in the back of the site, Zelsis with the Vandal. Underhand throw, looking to peek back towards the ladder, and he does spot a few. Now he does have support from Charlotte coming out from McDonald's while Dapper's moving in on tunnels, and they are closing in on the guard, leaving Saya player, that Guardian by himself on the attack. And it's just going to slow down for a bit. 16 seconds left on the clock. Nice flick there onto Dapper. Let to go for a pre-fire shot into the corner, but a nice high-low for Sentinels just to stop the bleeding. And that's Sentinels with 2 rounds in a row.
Quick site take here, and they feel like they should scale on the site. Like round 1 here, go with ultimates. Makes it a little easier, unless Dapper does that.
We did have a tag coming out onto Shroud in the back of yellow. Aldrone coming out from Shazam. Shock Dart's trying to come through. And that's going to be a little bit of a combo. Oh, that could have killed Jonah P. He's down to 2 HP. And finally, kill confirmed by Shazam. But alert coming back towards mid from Trent. And he can come up huge right now. It's a 5 versus 2. We are watching that flank, but it's Net and Trent. It's 2 youngsters right now in the roster making it work, at least for now. Trent on his lonesome. And it does not connect there, unfortunately, on that duel. Dapper's going to have to come up huge at the pillar of the B side. The smoke dissipates. Could have lined up too, but that's an easy trade back. Vibrant Spit is available, but it's stopped by Shazam just by the archers in the back of the B side. Spike is also down, but Shazam's on his by himself, actually. I think he can do it so far. That's 1 kill. Traded out by Saya player on a 2 versus 2. Now there's no information from the guard where the last 2 players are, except maybe with that 0 point that just came out. Rotation's coming back towards mid.
A nice little 2-pronged attack here coming in from the side of the guard. We saw kind of what the cloud burst over a gas wall provides you. It kind of bit him in the butt for a second as that wall's over towards A, but this 2v2 is tight, and Sentinels look to put themselves on huge point. Not gonna happen.
By Jonah P. If they win this round but lose a lot of players, they're still going to be on a full economy at map point. But that's a great way to start things off. Shazam, ADSing, headshot onto Net. We're trying to answer back from the halls, the underhand throw. Shazam tries to fight back, but Jonah P at least got control of the door. That forces out the null command, and Valen gets the entry onto Shroud. Meanwhile, though, as the door opens, that's already going to be the ult down, but it's going to be a camera for the players on the guard trying to get this plant into A. Still, the Viper's Pit available. Null command coming out on the defense, so that's going to delay things just for a bit. And there you go, the pit finally comes out. Trent still has the Aldrone. Hunter's Fury to come back as well on the retake from Shazam. And it's Zelsa, Shazam, and Tens looking for the retake, but they have to retake with an off on top of that. So this is good positioning, at least for Valen inside the pit. Now as the wall comes down, coming in. Oh, the close range trying to get that shot. Lurking around the Viper's Pit, leaving Trent on his own. The swing out, and unfortunately, as Zelsis comes down towards that ramp, Trent was looking at the wrong angle, and that's going to be the defuse coming out for Sentinels at map point. We're seeing the guard trying to split back into this A site.
What a push coming in. Zelsis could have their backs real quick, but guard make quick work of everything that's in A. Is Zelsis too late, or is he just in time?
Late Storm now down, Spike now planted. Zelsis looking towards the back end of the cave. Tens looking for the high ground. But here's that flash to the door. That spots Tens, but Jonah P still manages to escape. But this still gives him good positioning on the pulse plant now for the guard. And even Sentinels, look at that.
Save.
On a 5 or 4 versus 3 rather. He might play it a little bit more passively. He might try to save unless they get this kill, and they do. So that opens up the mid doors. There's that knife hole that's going to ping 2 players out of the 3 remaining inside the site as well. So you will commit for this. The recon dart to come out, the toxic screen as well. Molly in the front from the fragment of Zelsis. And we're straight to the wall. Put the timing on that one. Trent allowing to get 2 kills out of that. And that is going to be the guard holding the plant after all. And we're 1 round away of seeing overtime to kick off the LCQ.
So we'll have to see what happens where guard goes, where they decide to use it. If they still fake it late, the push tens wants first blood.
Oh my god, Saya player with the pick. That is a huge first blood for the guard, and that opens up the B side as well. We have another player looking around, but you just heard that shot, and that was Dapper looking for that flank here on elbow. As the toxic screen's about to come down, he's looking for the window flank. Null command coming out here.
This would be incredibly impressive.
It would be impossible. Very doable if we actually have a huge flank. Oh, the wall comes up on the timing on defense. And Dapper's position's now given away with 2 players playing under the window. You're going to have to flick hard, but it doesn't work out. He had utility in his hands, and we're looking closer and closer for the overtime. Shroud with the Marshall. Zels is down, and Shazam with the bulldog, but the res comes out, forcing out the Hunter's Fury to tag onto one. The double kill with the Hunter's Fury, leaving only 1 player alive. That's Zels with that Spectre, spotted in the front of the B site, and we will be going into overtime. A Saya player gets that last kill. Oh,
and they are there to back each other up.
1 0-point spots all 4 players. That is going to be the spike down going at least for the Sentinels as they lose Zelsis in the process. But the retakes coming out from the guard. Everybody can look towards the front of the site here for Sentinels. And all of this time we had the toxic screen still available for Valorant. So now we go for that retake and we all fall for the Sentinels. And somehow the guard take the lead on the first map on their permaban being Breeze. But we hear the footsteps. Tense is on the top. They don't clear it on the top here for the guard, but no hits, no kills. 10, or should I say net at 1 HP, finally gets dropped. Now it's a 4 versus 4. The knife actually pings him out, and we have an recon guard actually that pings out Saya player. But Valid is walking towards the front of the B site. It's a 4 versus 3. Tense was trying to go for the hero play to at least narrow down the numbers on the retake, but we still have Zelsis. The flash in the back of the site. Saya player is also holding that angle. The peek out. Zelsis wins that fight. And now here comes Trent on the lurk, back towards tunnel. The 0 point coming out on defense as we have suppression coming in. Jonah falls, but Trent moves forward. The first headshot onto Shroud, the recon dart to come out too, and Valen is still holding towards that window. So we have to go for the quick kill, and it works out for Shazam. Now Valen has to go for the jiggle back into front, and Shazam saves it in now for the Sentinels as we will go into double overtime on Breeze. The Allen drone for the ping, but this is going to be one of those same things once again. But Zelsis gets the opener. We actually do clear that top of flank, but Valent's in the back of the site, connects onto 1, but cannot get the readjustment onto Shroud. We have a plank coming down. Ooh, that's going to be a big audio cue. Dapper staying on the top of mid. Right back as Net is looking for it from the top of Ness, and that's a great pick. But another late lurk coming out from elbow. Hens is going to hear the rotation from Jonah B. Connects onto that kill, and we know the second one's moving towards tunnel. Shroud is playing the pulse plant. That's one of the things we like to see, yeah. I mean, Shroud, we talked about it before. One of those players that's coming in. As we do have the shots landing on a 1 versus 1, and it is halfway. We're forcing out the ping. The wall bang coming out from Shroud does get the kill, and who better than Shroud to win that round on that 1 versus 1 against Net, putting Sentinels back at map point. This is all bad timing because we think we have position and info. Tense does get the first kill, at least onto tunnel. But this could still be a rotate back towards the A site. Yes, you'll let them in. Maybe that's going to be the play here for Sentinels because you just want Zelsis to play the pulse plan and just catch the players off guard, especially after that owl drone. That's the easy kill. 1 player down. Knife towards the front door. Actually, he missed it. He threw the knife onto the body of Trent. I love it.
Well, he was making sure nobody else was to his left. But he hadn't cleared it, so he's like, oh my God, Shroud! He comes out with a 3K, the flawless to end the round. You got to be kidding me. Oh my.